Hey, how's it going? This is Matt from GrowthRx. In this video, I'm going to be going over a kettlebell swing, specifically a Russian kettlebell swing. So, kettlebell swings, we're going to be looking at doing a two-handed swing. So I have a very manageable weight right now in order to show this, but generally for a Russian kettlebell swing, you're going to go pretty heavy with the amount that you have. The key to swing is that what we're going to be doing is a bit of a good morning, but explosive. So the biggest mistake that we see when people are doing a swing is they tend to bend their knees too much and they tend to bring the weight pretty low. In the end, the weight should be going just inside the groin and not down by the knees. So keep that in mind as we're doing this demo. So first thing would be the setup. What we want to do is we want to back away a little bit from our kettlebell so that the horn is going to be side to side, parallel to my feet, and I want to ensure that it's in front of me because I'm going to want to hike it back. In this position, I'm now going to take my hip crease and I want to push the hip crease back on both sides. I'm going to be keeping my back straight and it's going to be keeping some tension on my hamstrings. I'm now going to bend a little bit to be able to grab onto that weight, and then I'm going to pull it towards me, bringing it towards my groin. So here I pull it in and then I push the groin forward. Notice with each one that I'm driving my hips forward and that the weight is staying pretty low, and yet it's not dropping towards my legs, just inside the groin and pushes back. Each time I'm penduluming forward, driving through my hips, squeezing my glutes to drive it forward while keeping my shoulders stable behind my back, tucking my lats and keeping my shoulders from swinging forward as I do it. Now, this is a very manageable weight. So the form looks a little bit different than it would if I was on a really heavy weight. I actually don't have a substantially heavy kettlebell here in which to challenge me, but when you're doing this, what you may find is it's very hard to get the kettlebell to lift off the hips very far. That's fine. With the Russian swing, we're only expecting it to just come off the hip, and then immediately you're having to reload it into this position. Make sure that on that catch, that you're catching it with your hips. So it's come up, I catch with my hips here. I don't want to catch with my arms, and that's the big mistake we see, is people catching with their arms and it ends up down here. We instead want to catch with the hips. It's coming down, hips, hips. Catching with the hips, keeping the arms long, and keeping them in the same spot the entire time. And that hip bend is what catches it. All right, so that is a kettlebell swing. If you're doing these, we're trying to work on explosive good morning strength, explosive strength through the hips. You probably have already executed very well good morning, and we're now moving towards this, which is going to be a harder movement. Work on that explosive power. Thanks.